Over your history, you have documented interactions with the others countless times, but wars and other disasters often destroy or bury such records. Still, remnants of those records remain, but never enough to get a complete picture.
But we have pieces to the puzzle.
Yes, whenever a complete historical account is created, it is often targeted and eradicated.
What are some examples?
The Library of Alexandria?
No, that library was already in decline when the fire swept through it and would have only held a limited glimpse regarding the others. However, the House of Wisdom, the Grand Library in Baghdad, had evidence by the wagon load, all of which was destroyed by the Mongol Empire when the Khan ordered all the contents of that library dumped into the Tigris River to ensure complete destruction of any of the histories or knowledge contained within.
The Tigris turned black from all the ink, if I recall.
The Mongol Empire was very much at a lower vibration during this time, and so the others found them easy to manipulate to achieve their ends.
So they used an entire nation to further their aims?
It was a very backward nation at that time, but the others saw their potential and took advantage.
Does any evidence exist anywhere on the planet right now?
You already know the answer to that question, Secretary Gray. No, there are few written records left. Most remaining records have been targeted by rebels who are coerced into destroying ancient monuments for target practice.
So the others use conflict as a cover to erase evidence of their existence.
In most places where there is war, there has been evidence of their existence. They are not permitted to destroy such evidence themselves, so they get you to do it for them.
How could they coerce anyone to destroy such evidence?
By getting them to believe something that isn't true, by pitting one clan against another using the vices of lower vibration as their weapons. Those destroying the evidence are simply tricked into doing so. The Maya codexes, for instance, held very detailed accounts of interaction with the others and their underworld. The myths still survive. The codexes do not.
The codexes were destroyed by conquistadors.
I thought 7 codexes survived.
Yes, but there has never been enough written proof to be taken seriously. You will unearth some more in the place you call Göbekli Tepe. The others made the mistake of burying that ancient site instead of destroying it.
Why was it buried?
To keep you from finding out the information stored there.
Information like...
The site details a comet that struck the northern part of one of your smaller continents, which ended a glacial age and caused vast changes to the world at that time.
Which comet? Where?
It's believed to have struck the 4-kilometer-thick glaciers in northern Canada, and is most likely the reason for the extinction of all animals 40 kilograms in weight and heavier.
We're uncertain about the images depicted at Göbekli Tepe. That is one interpretation. It does seem like Göbekli Tepe was an observatory of the stars, so the interpretation does make sense.
And we have a platinum anomaly all over North America, indicative of some kind of unknown impact.
True.
We never figured out why an observatory would be buried, though. It just seemed so strange. All we knew for sure was that Göbekli Tepe existed around the same time as the Lower Dryas.
An observatory?
We're starting to realize astronomy is ancient, far older than anyone initially thought.
If the others buried Göbekli Tepe to hide the information it contained, it could end up being their Achilles heel. Maybe there are many more ancient sites just waiting to be found.
It would be ironic if they did. By burying it, they actually preserved it.
A short-term solution that backfired spectacularly. Who would have guessed that humanity would have such an interest in their past that they would dig up every mound they could find? but funding for such archaeological digs is quite strained, wouldn't you agree, Secretary Gray?
It is. Funding is tight everywhere.
The comet you speak of circled and was visible for a long time before it finally impacted.
It's why we don't have camels in North America.
Camels?
Camels are originally from South America. They migrated north, crossed the Bering Ice Bridge the same time our ancestors entered North America, going in the opposite direction, and settled in hot desert environments like the Middle East.
Come on.
I'm serious. All the camels in North America went extinct. They went from cold deserts in South America to hot ones in the Middle East.
I'll be sure to let the president know. He'll be fascinated, I'm certain.
We could be potentially solving answers to questions that have plagued us centuries.
Yes, quite remarkable for someone 1 billion miles away.
Are you insinuating I'm currently a member of your planet and not a member of a race in a distant galaxy?
Gee, did that thought cross my mind? Maybe it did.
You know exactly what I am, Secretary Gray. The question is, what are you?
I'd like to keep the focus on you, if you don't mind. You won't find me all that interesting.
What I find interesting is who you work for.
The office of the president.
That's your job, but who do you work for?
Aren't baseless accusations below you, considering you have such a high vibration?
The truth never belongs to a low vibration.
Answer the question. Who do you work for?
The president.
Who else?
I answered truthfully.
You answered the way you've been conditioned to.
There are no others.
Why don't they contact us and we work to achieve a higher vibration together?
They may not be interested in ascension as they're not connected to the source. What they need is the human soul, so they try to keep you from ascending in the hopes you'll spend many more cycles with them.
What do they need us for?
Twisting you about like they do empowers their egos and feeds their lower vibration.
Sounds evil.
The definition of evil is causing harm to others and actively enjoying it. So I suppose, yes, they do qualify as evil.
I have to take this. I won't be a minute.
Dr. Lee, can I speak to you outside for a moment?
Sure. Take a break.
I just need a minute.
I heard you. I'm blind, not deaf.
I need your help. As you probably know, the senator has an election coming up.
And you don't want the senator spouting nonsense that could harm his campaign.
I need another voice of reason in there.
The senator can make up his own mind.
But between you and me, let's face it, he's not the brightest tool in the shed.
Sharpest.
Right, whatever. Point is...
Why do you care if a senator gets reelected? You work for the president.
But he's sympathetic to the current administration.
And if you don't feel he's very bright, why would you want him reelected?
I just think there's some topics the senator is susceptible to.
I don't question the senator's intellect. I feel he's quite balanced.
But don't you agree his intelligence is a little outdated?
No. He's taken the moral high ground on more than one tough issue, which means I think he's emotionally intelligent too.
Okay. It was wrong of me to bring up his intelligence. Don't you feel that this discussion could hurt his election chances?
Sure.
Okay. That's why I need you to provide a little back pressure. Keep this whole thing from blowing up into another fiasco.
I'm sorry, are you an expert?
On what?
You want me to agree to an agenda that is purely your own, based on what? Your experience as the president's advisor?
I guess.
Wouldn't you consider me more of an expert? Shouldn't you be asking me how we should proceed?
Look, I'm just trying to prevent a catastrophe.
A catastrophe?
I don't know who the senator is talking to. He could be blabbing to the press right now.
Throughout history, do you know when the greatest catastrophes occurred? When people like you failed to ask people like me for advice.
I'm asking for your help, not your advice.
The Great Leap Forward. 30 million people died of starvation because a leader listened to an advisor who thought killing sparrows would improve crop yields.
And?
Do sparrows eat too much fruit? Why sparrows? I'll tell you what sparrows do eat. They eat locusts, and without sparrows, guess what happened?
I just need some help inside that room.
Pope Gregory IX had advisors that told him cats were linked to witchcraft. So Europe started killing cats, which led to a population explosion of rats.
And rats brought on the Black Plague.
Fleas from rats, but yeah.
I don't get why you're telling me this.
You're not looking for advice from experts. You're telling experts what their advice should be.
I'm just trying to add an ounce of sanity to an insane situation.
Because you don't agree with it. But it shouldn't be about what you agree with. You're not an expert. This is how we get flat earthers and robotic birds created by the CIA that recharge themselves on hydro wires.
I don't advocate any of that.
And yet you want to make the call on this without even asking anyone else their opinion?
Fine. What is your opinion?
I want to hear more of what he has to say.
And I don't.
Then leave.
I thought you, of all people...
Why can't you just leave? Seriously, leave. You weren't invited to be here. How did you even find out about it?
I work for the office of the president.
And you don't have somewhere more important to be?
You disappoint me.
Emotional criticism doesn't work on me.
It's not emotional criticism. I just said you're disappointing. I considered you smarter than this.
Which is pure manipulation. You have no opinion of me. You're just trying to win an argument to get your way.
Hey, come on.
In a world that is as upside down as this one is right now, I have half a mind to believe that we could be getting coerced by some unseen agenda. It would make more sense to me that there's an enemy to humankind in the shadows than to think we're actually doing this to yourselves.
There's no enigmatic antagonist trying to divide and conquer us.
There doesn't need to be, when world leaders have people like you as advisors.
People like me.
Call someone. Get an opinion from an expert. You're the advisor to the president. You do have people you could call, don't you?
I don't need to call anyone to know this is a farce. Jonathan Wong is a con, or worse. And you, I don't even know what to think about you anymore.
You don't deserve to be an advisor to anyone.
Hey, wait a sec, that's not...
You're not going to leave. You're not after the truth. This is about propagating your agenda.
The truth is, this whole charade is a lie. Maya's knowledge is no better than some cheap astrology prediction. And if you believe otherwise, then the joke's on you.
Could there be a nugget of something? A kernel worth pursuing?
No. At least now I know. I'm alone.
Are you free now?
No, but I tell you what. When I get home, we'll talk about your father. I'll answer your questions.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not being too hard on him. But after thinking it through, maybe I'll outclass him and not sink to his level.
How?
By not being angry with him.
I didn't mean that you shouldn't care.
I know you didn't. But I don't want something that he did to affect the relationship between you and me. I don't want this indiscretion to drag us down his vortex. I don't know why I call it that. It just feels like a vortex. I want no part of it.
Indiscretion?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Mom.
so am I. Talk when I get home?
Okay.
I'll call when I'm on my way.
A vortex is a great analogy.
Maya?
As soon as you made this decision, how did you feel?
Like stepping out of muck. How are you talking to me outside the room?
It's not a telegraph. I don't need a connection to see you or converse with you. Are you starting to understand now why all the limits to physical bodies have little relevance once ascension is achieved?
Distances become irrelevant.
Yes,
Exploring the cosmos.
becomes second nature. The ability to learn new things increases exponentially. The ability to share knowledge increases too.
Why choose us?
You contacted me, remember?
But you could have hung up at any point. Why listen to us quibble over whether or not you're even real?
The dynamic in that room is unusual, to say the least. Lower vibration would not normally make contact in such a way. But as you know, in every system, there are outliers. And there is a strong desire from almost everyone in that room to become more than what they currently are.
Secretary Gray being the exception?
Secretary Gray is torn, more than you probably realize. He has been conditioned. A part of him wishes to break free of his conditioning.
Is everyone in that room human?
The question you need to ask is, does everyone in the room have the interests of humans at heart? To which the answer is no. But everyone in that room has a chance to become awakened in this lifetime. That, in itself, is very unusual. Jonathan Wong chose well.
I have the chance to become awakened?
Yes.
Tesla, Einstein? That's a rather high bar.
Your eyes will be opened to see a much wider range than what is currently possible.
How much have you explored?
After much exploration, vortices are at the heart of everything. No pun intended.
Why is that a pun?
Because your heart is a vortex. Actually, the two chambers of your heart comprise a vortex and a collapsed vortex.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm still learning. But so much of your universe is shaped by vortexes that I have to believe it means something. Perhaps one day we can explore the answer together.
I think I'd like that.
Glad you're back. We could use another referee.
I was conversing with Maya outside the room.
How?
He's been conversing with us here as well. So we don't need the connection to speak?
Apparently not, which is why I no longer have any doubts. This is real, so get over it. And Secretary Gray, before you say anything, know that Maya told me you have the ability to become awakened in this lifetime.
Well, that shut him up.
I thought you'd like to know. Actually, we all can.
Secretary Gray would be the furthest thing from being awakened that I could imagine.
Both of you are tempered. You have a full spectrum of experiences that will assist you.
Full spectrum.
You have experienced both hot and cold, and therefore are tempered. There is a part of the awakening experience you will handle easier because of this.
Hot and cold?
You know what I mean. You have a choice ahead of you. You must choose one path or the other. Higher vibration or lower.
Awakened is probably the last thing I've ever been called.
Difficult choices aren't so difficult once you realize it leads to becoming awakened. Same for you, Dr. Lee. Your daughter is waiting for you. May we continue this conversation at some other point in time?
Sure, I'll set it up.
Jonathan, perhaps your assistant can join us as well. He and I have much to discuss.
Okay.
I look forward to speaking with you again. Until next time.
The human heart is like a vortex. I never thought of it that way before.
A vortex?
A tornado, a black hole, a vortex. It's like everything in our universe is made from the same blueprint. What connects us? I imagine during our next conversation, Maya will talk about the golden ratio and nature's grand design.
So you'll be back?
I think so.
Senator?
Yes, but I'll need a tape recorder.
You have one on your phone. I'll show you how to use it.
You'll be back too?
It was never mentioned to me before that I could become awakened. Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, I guess we're all set then.
Maya told me you put together a good group.
It didn't go quite as I expected, but to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect.
Is your assistant an Anshar?
What? No, I don't think so.
Are you?
Why would you ask that?
You're never directly involved yourself. It's like you're guiding.
I wouldn't need your discovery to contact the Anshar if I was one of them.
Which is why I wonder if your assistant is. Is that why Maya and your assistant have much to discuss?
I don't know. I don't think an Anshar has ever set foot on this planet.
There's something that you're not telling.
Secretary Gray seemed to have quite a change of heart. Why do you think that happened?
I'm not sure, but he seems to also be hiding something.
He's never been told before that he could be awakened. You saw how much that surprised him. Think he realized at that point that he's been lied to.
I'm not following.
The Anshar are not the only ones who never involved themselves directly. The others, as Maya calls them, use intermediaries as well.
I'm still not following.
Humans conditioned a certain way, tempered as Maya put it, twisted to believe and promote things that are not true, tasked to sway and make others believe lies as well.
For what purpose?
To delay ascension.
I don't think I like Secretary Gray, but I wouldn't go as far as to say...
You will never realize how much you've been manipulated until you recognize the lies and cons that have already been pitted against you. We really are a good species, worthy of ascension. I truly believe that.
So do I.
Let me tell you a secret. I tried contacting the Anshar months ago, back when you first sent your discovery. I got no answer. I kept trying, and I think I was lucky to find Maya. My guess is not all Anshar are as altruistic as he is, in the same way that not all the others are content with low vibration. But the ones seeking to better themselves are few and far between. The intermediaries, however, had been through such a gauntlet. We would jump at the chance to change our vibration, but we were told that we couldn't achieve ascension. And now 2 of us know. That's simply not true.
How many intermediaries are there?
Have you taken a good look at the world today? How many do you think? People need to know the truth. They need to know they've been lied to.
Can I offer to drive you home? I'd really like to hear more.
I'll take that offer as I can't drive myself. I really am blind, you know.
I never doubted. It seems like we all are, in a way.
I suppose so. You really friends with the president's wife?
Yes?
Good. Please, guide me towards the door.
Sure. You need to be guided?
No, but you smell better than the other 2, and us blind folk take advantage every chance we get. Breaking away from our lower vibration may be harder than Maya thinks.
It may be.
Dr. Lee could achieve it right now if she wanted to experience awakening.
It's going to take a while to get used to you listening in to everything we say.
Through your own personal work, you can shift frequency and affect the collective, because we are interconnected through our genetic code. You can affect greater change in this way. It's a more compassionate, subtle, and gentle way than what emerges from other organisms naturally, because it is triggered within the field. This is true healing, not imposed.
You've completely lost me.
Would you like to be aligned, awakened, opened, and reconnect with the white light?
Right now?
Wouldn't that need practice?
Ever since Dr. Lee made her discovery, She has been dreaming about how to awaken.
I've been encountering strange dreams of late.
You've been practicing in your dream state
How?
through frequencies. 963 hertz activates the pineal gland and the crown chakra and can help to allow one to awaken in a dream state.
So you're telling me I could awaken right now and experience this white light?
It's not just a white light, it's the fifth dimension.
My daughter's waiting. I should...
The frequencies work when you come into your highest state of expansiveness with the source, because your ethical structure is based on unity, consciousness, and truth. When you are in that state, you can use these tools in order to affect the outcomes of unconscious beings. When more critical mass wakes up consciousness, collectively we intend to come into harmony. What you just heard was 528 hertz.
And what does that do?
How do you feel?
My anxiety just melted away.
Mine too.
The frequency of love is capable of many things. To create transformations is one of them. You're probably familiar with only one frequency currently. You use this frequency to cook food. 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz causes water molecules to vibrate rapidly.
Microwaves?
This effect over water is just one example of how frequencies can be used for a desired effect.
I have no fear right now. Why?
Your vibration has undergone a transformation. You have experience with this already, just in a different manner.
I do?
Yes, when you use color to change moods. Color is a symptom of frequency. For instance, if there is an argument in the house and you want to create order in the home, just visualize the color that represents peace for you. Use your intuition to know what that color is and emanate that in your home. It will infuse the morphogenetic field. Genes act upon fields, which then act upon developing organisms. A morphogenetic field is like an invisible template or shared information field that guides the development and behavior of living organisms within a species.
So if I want to awaken right now, how long will it take?
Are you ready?
I'm feeling inexplicably brave right now.
It's best to experience. How long it will take depends on you. Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee, tell Jonathan what you see. Dr. Lee.
It's so warm and inviting.
What do you see?
Light.
Welcome to the fifth dimension.